Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. I refuse to accept other people's ideas of happiness for me, as if there's a one-size-fits-all standard for happiness. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. There is only one way to avoid criticism: do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. I'm thankful for all of those who said no to me. It's because of them. I'm doing it myself. If you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat. Just get on. You get what you settle for. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Only those who play to win. Only those who risk to win. History favors risk takers, forgets the timid. Everything else is commentary. I always did something I was a little not ready to do. I think that's how you grow. When there's that moment of, wow, I'm not really sure I can do this, and you push through those moments, that's when you have a breakthrough. If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. And the day came when the risk to remain tied in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Life is being on the wire. Everything else is just waiting. Pearls don't lie on the seashore. If you want one, you must die for it. The first step towards success is taken when you refuse to be a captive of the environment in which you first find yourself. It is never too late to be what you might have been. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. You can't outwit fate by standing on the sidelines placing little side bets about the outcome of life. Either you wade in and risk everything you have to play the game, or you don't play at all. And if you don't play, you can't win. Always go with your passions. Never ask yourself if it's realistic or not. Often the difference between a successful person and a failure is not one has better abilities or ideas, but the courage that one has to bet on one's ideas, to take a calculated risk and to act. If things seem under control, you are just not going fast enough. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Do the one thing you think you cannot do. Fail at it. Try again. Do better the second time. The only people who never tumble are those who never mount the high wire. This is your moment. Own it. Leap and the net will appear. Saying it is impossible to live without failing at something is impossible. Unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. Every man dies, but not every man really lives. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. I don't think you're human if you don't get nervous. Go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. Don't worry about failures, worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. The universe has no restrictions. You place restrictions on the universe with your expectations. Think big and don't listen to people who tell you it can't be done. Life is too short to think small. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. Do one thing every day that scares you. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. Your dreams are ball busters. They're not the yellow brick road. Screw it. Let's do it. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. When you take risks, you learn that there will be times when you succeed and there will be times when you fail, and both are equally important. You can't have everything you want, but you can have the things that really matter to you. If you are not willing to risk the unusual, we will have to settle for the ordinary. If we listened to our intellect, we'd never have a love affair. We'd never have a friendship. We'd never go into business because we'd be too cynical. Well, that's nonsense. You've got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wings on the way down. Trust your own instinct. Your mistakes might as well be your own instead of someone else's.